Now I have many bookshelves of aquarium books, but I've just rated one of them. Now, I remember saving up to buy these books. They were very expensive when you're a kid. I remember the day that I bought the Dr. Axelrod's Atlas from St. George Aquariums. I think it was $99, which back in those days may as well be $1,000. You wouldn't believe it, but I actually memorized every single fish in this book. You would never do that anymore with the internet. No one's got that sort of attention span anymore. I loved it when I discovered Ad Connings. He actually came to my shop. He's been there multiple times actually, but in 2001, he rated Majestic Aquariums as his top 5 favourite shops. In his top 5 favourite shops. I also have got to meet Anton Lamboy. He's a legend. Then here's another signed Ad Connings book. One stage I had the whole range of cichlid yearbooks somewhere or another. Now I got to spend a bit of time with Albert Thiel. We used to talk on the internet all the time. He was an absolute legend. More Anton Lamboy. And also got to meet Tim Hayes in the UK as well. And the joy of getting an aquarium book and studying it is really unsurpassable. As a kid, I used to buy a book, for example, Malawi cichlids in their natural habitat, and then I would take notes on the book, and then I would take notes on the notes, literally memorize the book, until the internet came along, and suddenly information was at your fingertips all the time. But back in those days, I used to work at St. George Aquariums, and people would line up for me to teach them about fish because I'd studied them a lot and I had a lot of knowledge. And back in those days, information was very valuable. And at the trade shows, I'd often do seminars and so forth, and people would walk around literally trying to milk you for any little morsel of information that they could get, because information was very, very treasured. Now you just get on your phone and absolutely anything you want to learn is at your fingertips. So I don't really think that you have to memorize anything like we used to. Very different days. But it's a real shame to see that books aren't what they were, because there's just a real joy of sitting down with a book in your hand, flicking through it. And the authoritativeness of a book too is absolutely wonderful. When you're reading books from the likes of Ad Connings, Julian Sprung, Albert Thiel, then you're getting highly qualified information. Whereas online, you're basically just getting anyone with a keyboard, anyone that's got an opinion. So it's much harder to decipher the authoritative text of a authored book. Anyway, tell us what you think. Are you a book lover? Should you be a book lover? I have a lot more books than this. I have heaps of Sprung books, all sorts of different things. These are just ones from this particular cupboard that I just raided. Just over there. So I remember getting this book in 91, and it feels like it was yesterday.